Hello guys, welcome back. It's War 9. I'm so excited for the break after this one. Going in today with Old Faithful Titania, Daddy Overseer, and Human Torch. I've not used him for a very long time. Let's get to it. So we're going to be doing the usual path 2 with the first two shared minis, which are Man Thing and I Doom, and then nothing in the centre this time. And once Thing is down, moving up to that Doctor Doom on Boss Island. I initially thought about not bothering to record this war because I imagine the path gets a little bit boring to watch, but I had a couple of interesting fights today, and I've also not taken a Mangok this season, so I thought, I'm just getting into it, so why not? It's a nice easy fight once again, can do Titania's usual thing, however I avoid the 5-hit combos this time and just stick to 4. Gets his hatred charges up anyway, but I don't want to speed them up. Just trying to keep it nice and calm really, bait SP1s. I know that at some point it's likely to get to SP2, so I want to be careful of keeping my Haymaker timed as well. If I concentrate on doing more light hits, it gets my Haymaker back quicker. His next special is going to go unblockable and unstoppable, so although Haymaker isn't ready yet, I've got my SP3 ready to go, so easy to deal with. It's going to push him back to the corner and cancel out his crap, and we're just going to get back to wearing him down. I did get caught towards the end and took a couple of hits, it's no big deal. Didn't quite get him down with the special, and it's going to be just a little bit of block damage on the SP2, followed up by eating a combo, but as I said, nothing really to worry about, and he's down. Moving up to Man Thing, usually I Tiger this fight, and I'd also gone for that Galan further up the path, but I wasn't allowed to bring her, so we went with Daddy Overseer. I wasted a Power Start 1 boost, thinking it would do a bit more good for me by getting the Fate Seals on and preventing any of his further buffs through Masochism, but it turned out to not really work, and he's a rank 3 and I didn't really need it, so I just concentrated more on playing the node, getting special ones off often so that I can reset the charges and he doesn't get too many furies. A bit of a slower fight, but simple enough, I wasn't too worried about it. The only thing that did get to me, I can't remember exactly where in the fight it is. There we go, I tried to throw a heavy, proving to myself that I'm just not in range. I wanted to try and do that with regards to not throwing just medium and lights, again thinking of combo counter, but I figured out I'll just give him some furies. A bit of block damage isn't going to be too troublesome for me, and largely stick to playing the node, but I could only do so much. And again, just keep firing those SP1s. His SP2 is really easy to avoid, so I wasn't too worried about that. And he wasn't going to get any MD power from me either. And we are almost done with him and ready for the next fight. I've just remembered there's no annoying bleeping sound this time. Sorry about the previous video. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Moving on up to I Doom now. We've done the fight once before. I was super chilled about it. It was a nice easy fight, know how to play it. Push into SP2, which is just easier to either dex or just take a little bit on the block, combination of both, and keep to SP1s myself. The only thing to really be careful of is, again, his armor's not even a problem with glancing, because I can rely on Fate Seal from the special and also just some neutralizers I place. I think he had max limber on, so I had to just make sure I was following in quickly after the SP1. If I'd slipped up or anything, I'd have probably ended up getting parried or eating a counter attack. But just keeping nice and calm, trying to bait the SP2. He's a little bit stingy here. There he goes. The fight always feels a little bit slow for me. I feel like my previous attempt on it was a lot quicker, but I also knew that it was just going to get to a point where the burst damage starts racking up, and before I know it, it's going to be melted. Checking back in now that he's nearly down. It did feel like it was a slightly slower fight than previously, but super safe nonetheless. And that's that. Moving into section 2. Mojo, done the fight 1,000 times now. Really nothing to be concerned about. We're just gonna go through the motions here. There's no need for the commentary, I don't think. And down he goes. Now this next fight, I stand by the fact that I'd have rather taken Tigra in. Her neutralise would have kept the placebos largely off of me, and so shock damage would have been pretty minimal. But Titania was preferred. I couldn't fit Tigra in, so it's all good. She wasn't going to get any shock damage. I went in knowing that Galan was going to get his planetary mass charges, and I had to just keep on top of my specials and keep the maths in my head of keeping it minimal. Wasn't entirely sure what boost to go with. I decided the combat regen might be sensible just to keep my health topped up here. Invulnerability doesn't protect against red damage, so it would have been a waste. I wanted to be careful of making sure my haymaker stays handy when I needed it, which I probably made a terrible start with by using it straight away. His planetary mass is now at 70, and I knew that if I get an SP2 off, it'll take 60 off. I stupidly used it here, pushing him to an SP2. I should have waited and just used SP1. I blocked this, knowing that it would set me on fire, and then thinking I could tank the Incin damage by using Haymaker, but I forgot that at the same time that he was going to go unstoppable, and therefore I couldn't hit him. So I'm slowly melting down. I wasn't too worried, although I did eat a couple of combos there. Now that his charge is reset and I took quite a bit of damage there, I was concentrating on just getting as many lights off as I could so that I can eat this SP, take that SP1 on the block, because he was less than 100, and now my Haymaker is ready to go, and I can simply just eat this next special up without worrying too much. Can get a special off and take him down, drop his mass once more. I'm pretty pleased with how the fight went, although a very painful and valuable lesson on that SP2 with his unblockable, but yeah, it's all good there. Now unfortunately I forgot to record my next movement up to Dr. Doom, but just to describe it, it was pretty solid. I got to him and placed my torch pre-fight. It was a really solid pre-fight and it did the job so that our guy with a rank 4 torch could melt him down. Yeah, really super pleased with how the pre-fight went, and here's our result. We had a pretty solid war this time. No disrespect to our opposition, but I think we got let off the hook here and we had a quite valuable, much needed, comfortable win here to improve morale a little bit. That's how we finished up. We get a day off now, which I think we're all grateful for, and we move on to the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.